Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Like I said, uh, I am now usually maining cart, and well, this is my cart inventory. I am really like, I want to get good at cart technically, and I want to like main it, like usually use it in most of my like SMP videos and stuff, and just get good at it. I don't want to use the mace. I don't want to use crystals. I just want to use cart for real. So, this is the video on how to do it. As an example to show y'all that I can do it, I think. Oh my, yeah. I might be cooked, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's an instant card. Anyways, alright, first of all, carding. Carding is, well, I mean, this is for Java mostly. It can also be used on Bedrock, but it just doesn't do as much damage on Bedrock. When the cart is hit, the damage is escalated at your feet, and that can do a bunch of damage. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, for an example like this, that's instant carding. But I'm gonna show you how to cart in general. You want to cart by putting down a rail, then a cart, then shooting it. But instant carting is different because that is much slower and predictable. Learning how to master and do it really fast is good, but doing instant cart is overall just better. I mean, in my opinion, I think this is just mainly for keyboard and mouse. As y'all can see, I'm using hotkeys. Don't look at my hotbar and how they're moving weird. It's not lag or anything. It's just me just using hotkeys. I was able to master like instant card in like one day, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it was not that hard for me. I will do an expo video because like I need way more time to how to learn how to expo, bro. Because I was generally crashing out earlier trying to learn expo. Anyways, alright, normal card. Or yeah, normal card. My fault. I got so used to instant carding. Like this. Like I said, I got so used to instant carding. Something else is that the inventory really matters on cart. See, this is like my inventory for cart. This is not an expo inventory. Like, this is an instant cart inventory. You might like, what's the difference? I think you would need more. Nah, you would need more. Like, if you mainly use cart, I feel like you would need more. You would need more carts to do instant cart. And do normal cart, but it would be like less. I would say you would need less of these to do, what's it called, cart, to do expo. Alright, I'm gonna place a target real quick. In a big thing you need to learn with cart is like pearl carding, which is like this, like that, or pearl carding like this, or not pearl carding, but just carding in general. When you master this, or get down to the basics of knowing how to do that repeatedly, you want to learn something that's very important to doing cart overall. That is for the bow. See, when you aim and do cart, you have to let it go really slowly. Aiming at the cart and doing this, the bow will not reach. So you have to kind of you have to let it go like this. You have to snap your camera up. Then you have to snap it back down. If you want to place it a long ways away. But if you want to place it like this, you can do it like this. If you want to place it like 2 blocks, 3 blocks away from you, it can normally just work like that. But if you're doing like longer carts, then it is not gonna always work. Alright, so time for how to instant cart. Like, this is probably y'all clicked in the video. Or you might have clicked on the video. But instant carting, it's done like that. Technically, I have not mastered it. I'm good at it, but I want to learn how to get better at it. I don't even know if I can pearl instant cart. That's the thing. Let me try. Yeah, I just fumbled trying to do it. Anyways, okay, so instant cart is weird because instead of just placing down the cart, you want to shoot the bow already. Then you want to do it. See, it's not really that complex. How would I do that again? How would I do it? Okay, you want to know how to do it? Technically, if you're this many blocks away, just like we talked about, the arrow travel. Arrow travel. Arrow travel. Okay. When you're this many blocks away, you want to shoot the bow. When shooting the bow, then you want to place the card down. As more example, like to break it down a little bit more. Let's say your opponent's right here. When you let go of the bow quickly, like this, you want to quickly snap your camera back down and then place it. It should look like this. There's also something in Java Edition called offhand carding. I think that's what I was like really good at. But now I do keyboard and mouse, so I can just do so many mechanical. Oh my god, so many more mechanical things. Something is, do not let your bow go too fast. So with my mouse, I have instant click trigger, so if you just do it like this, it's not gonna work. You have to hold it down for like this. So that is really fast, but then mixing it up is a way to counter this, and that is cobbing up. See, about the time your opponent does, like, can I cob up it? When your opponent is cobbed up, see, what do you usually want to do? If you learn how to normal cart, you can just do it like that. See, that will not actually happen. You will not actually explode. It will do damage to you, but the damage will be highly reduced because the cobwebs will slow down the explosion and block the explosion out. Think of it like a block, technically. Yo, it did not take me that long to master this. Anyways, something else that counters cart a bunch is shield. I can't do it right now, but like when somebody shields, it blocks the cart. And when it blocks the cart really can't do damage. That's like a big weakness with cart. And that's why using normal cart or mainly doing normal cart just isn't that good because it's highly predictable. But instant carting just isn't as predictable, I would say. Like I'm just gonna say right now. Like I'm just missing it right now. I don't know how. But yeah, it's just not really predictable to do cart. Something else is ledge carting, which is being on a ledge like this and then carting. See, that's easy. Being on a higher ledge like this is a little bit harder. Like, I don't know, can you do it? If you can place the rail, you can do something like this. But then you have instant cart doing this again. It's just like a different version of it. See, it gets a little bit more tricky because instead of doing it where you are above the rail is below you, and you just easily swipe down and it's easy like that. The rail is actually on the same level as you, so when you shoot, you have to snap it down quicker. Yeah, I don't like your attitude, buddy. Nah, bro, I don't like your attitude, bro. Anyways, like I was saying, you have to snap it down way quicker. Which I think ledge carting is like really hard, but like I said, this is also like something that's insanely essential to becoming good at cart. And the closer the cart is to you, the faster you have to aim your thing down. Like, it's like this. I have to snap it down really quickly. Because carting is like a millisecond type trick. Like, it's hard to do in my opinion. And then you have crater carting, which is when you have a crater. Oh my god. I'm selling right now. Oh my god, I'm selling right now. Crater carting is different because when you're in a crater with somebody, if you're down here, you want to place the cart on where their feet is. It's the best to place the cart where their feet is. Placing it anywhere else is just bad. Also, getting out of craters. If you know somebody who fights in craters and is extremely good at it, or good to a certain extent, and they're better than you, that's just a bad thing to get into. Getting out of craters as quickly as you can is really good. Getting on flat terrain is just better. But I think, how do I say this? Using cobwebs with cart can also be a good thing, just because, like, you cobweb, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, because your entire body has to be, like, covered up to not take damage, because then the head takes damage. Or breaking the cobwebs at the feet, like this, with a sword, or water bucking, bro, placing a water bucket below them. Anyways, like this will, like that will do intense damage. Also, carting is a instant pop totem, because carting is focused on the momentum of how far the arrow, or how much speed the arrow has. So the faster the arrow, the more damage the cart does, technically. I would say have about 4 to 5 totems on your body at all cost. Like, this is what my inventory just looks like naturally. That red shulker is just a backup shulker of carts, rails, and some more essential items. But I would say doing routines like this is just good. I would not say instantly try instant carting. I think instant carting's more for when you know how to normal cart good. Because normal carting, well, it'll win you fights, bro. Like, it is unpredictable, but not so many people use cart. So it's like, dang, like, not many people, like, even use cart anymore, so. Or don't even use it at all, just because people see cart as it's, like, the really hard style. But all it takes is just focus, bro. Like, that's all carting is. It's just memorization, being fat. R.I.P., bro. And being fast. That's all really carting is. I would say carting is more, because I am not a professional or best player at carting. I would like to be known in the future as one of the best carters in the world, because I want to get, like, on the tier list one day, become, like, top 500 in the world. I also want to get a PC, become Java and stuff. But anyways, like I said, learning how to instant cart is only hard if you really play controller, which is, like, a big thing that can, like, make it hard for you. I'm not saying you can't do it on controller. I think it might be easier to do it on controller. I don't know, bro. I don't do it on controller. Like, I'll try switching the controller real quick. Like, I'm on controller right now. I'm not gonna do it anyways. But this is mostly for keyboard and mouse, like I said. If y'all want my keybinds, just go to my crystal video, and these are the exact same keybinds and that exact same slots for doing these. But I feel like carting is only hard if you really think of it as hard. Carting is really not that hard, but it does take a bunch of time doing carting for you to become, like, really a master at, or be able to do it consistently under pressure. Like, I think the real problem you have is expo carting, because I cannot expo cart. And like I said, I am, like, in my community of Minecraft, I am seen as, like, a above average or just a really good player. So, like, of course, when you become a really good player, or just play the game for a long time, and you're good at PvP for a while, even if you're not good at that certain style, it's just, like, sometimes PvP just comes naturally, just through, like, understanding of the PvP style. So, like, how you see Theo Ball the bird, or, bro, I don't know if that's his name, gang. I'm not gonna, like, I watch this dude all the time, bro. I swear. If you watch him, the thing all you need to do is just like perfecting pearl carding or pearl instant carding is one of the most important things. Just because you want to rely on pearls a good amount of the time. You don't want to rely on elytra. It takes up too many slots, and every single slot you have is essential. Having a shield in your inventory just in case is essential. On Java is essential so you can switch. Having a sword in your inventory is most definitely essential. Having an axe is essential to break the shield. A bow, it's essential. You get it, bro. Like, pearls are just like that one item that can travel really far, really fast, and they can combo anything. I do think the spear, I guess, is okay to use, but it's just like it's less of a thing you should, in my opinion, use for card or just anything in general, just because it uses saturation up. Like I said, I am not a master at this. I cannot do it consistently. Like, y'all are seeing me do it, bro, but like in all seriousness, like I would have to like train way more to be able to hit it every single time. While the video is still going on, I'm gonna, before it ends, or it's not gonna end right now because I still have more to talk about with this card. Let's get down to like training regimens about like how to instant card. First, like I said, you have to understand instant carding is hard in some worlds. But at the same time, it really depends on your sensitivity also. Controller using the high sensitivity is good. On keyboard and mouse, as you know, some people might not know because they use controller, they've never played a keyboard and mouse before, that using keyboard and mouse has weird sensitivities. I'm gonna show y'all like a peek into like what I mean by weird sensitivities. I have a DPS, so I don't know. Alright, I'm on a 42 sensitivity, guys. Like, that's what I'm using just to like. That's not even my camera sensitivity. Matter of fact, I use like a extremely low camera sensitivity compared to like what it's supposed to be. My camera sensitivity is a 5. Camera sensitivity or my mouse is a 42. I'm just gonna say it like I'm just gonna, like, that's like what you would really want to use. It's a great balance in my opinion of just like having it. And also I have a DPS, not DPS, but I have like a multiplier on my I would say mouse. Like, it's like a button that like makes my mouse faster. And overall, I'm just gonna say like, yeah, like it just really depends like on what you use. Also, using a texture pack is like a really cool thing to use in this. Something else with cart and competitive cart is knowing when to shoot a cart. If somebody's about this far away from you, they're running. I'm just gonna say right now, do not place the cart right here. That's incredibly stupid. They will stump on their hitbox will get into the cart, and it will block out you being able to use the cart. If somebody is about right here, I would say that's a good time to hit, but you have to be fast enough to even hit it in the first place. So a really safe option to hit it at is about something like this, or yeah, about 2 blocks away, matter of fact. But being able to do this while panicking, or you can't panic when using cart. That's like a big thing about it. Something else about cart that makes it one of the best styles, even though it takes a long time to master everything in cart, is this. Oh my god. Okay. I sold the click. And you might ask, what did I just do? Like, it doesn't even make sense. You just exploded around a bunch of mannequins. Well, because that is describing how much AoE damage this can do. multiple people in a radius of like this, carding will do immense AoE damage. It doesn't matter what type of cart you do. You can do instant cart, normal cart, expo cart, but like in general, it will just do a bunch of damage. Because even placing it directly on a target, like so, it will do a bunch of damage anyways. It has a very much potential to one-shot somebody. But having other people around, you might think, oh, it's not going to do that much damage. Or if they're like 5 blocks away, it's not going to do that much damage. It might not instant kill. Don't get me wrong. Card is not going to always instant kill. But will do the amount of damage that is necessary to be able to go over to somebody, hit them with an axe one time, they pop. Hit them 2 times with an axe, they pop. Hit them with a sword a couple times, they pop. Also-ing, this is normal. But when somebody is low, purling, blocking them off like this, and then instant carding them is a good way just to pop totems. Also, remember that you have a limited supply of cards. Like, use cards rationally, dude. Like, stick to, like, using them to pop totems and to kill people. But also remember you have a sword. Using a bunch of cards and having a bunch of cards is essential, but you do not want all of your inventory filled up with cards, or half your inventory filled up with cards, or having only 1/4 of your inventory just with like cards. Like in every single cart PvP photo y'all have of my inventory, y'all see that I have a amount of carts that is like, it's a lot in cart standards, but it's not like too much or too little, because having not having enough carts means you have to have these perfect opportunities where you know you can hit the cart and it pops them. But a bunch of people nowadays are kind of weird. They will have 31 totems on them, or they will have a bunch of totems on them. So like that's like really a big thing, is having enough carts to where you can have a lot and use multiple carts, but not have too little or too much to where the other items in your inventory you still have that you can restock on. Something else is that a big thing is having a shulker box or e-chest inside of your inventory of just stuff you need, like a restock shulker. I find people just being really dumb, no offense to anybody, putting, how do I say this, putting like some of those random stuff in their inventory. You might ask, one more thing before I get back to the topic, is that why do I have no potions in my inventory? I don't know, bro. Like in all seriousness, I just don't really need potions. The potions will probably be in like in the shulker box, because the shulker box is always like really essential to having extra carts so you can refill. You know, you will always want to have your inventory organized to where you can just like, you already know where everything is. Also is placements on your hotbars. What I mean is like, I want to watch this real quick. I'm gonna pop myself real quick with survival. Watch. Oh my god. Can I do this in survival? Okay. I might be trash. I'm panicking, guys. Okay, it's just not gonna do enough damage, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this also leads to another example. Being able to quickly get another cart in your inventory. Okay, I'm just gonna pop myself real quick. Bro, that's what I hate about keyboard and mouse on Bedrock Edition. But there's nothing else. Yeah, I'm saying this is essentially mostly for just art. And that is essentially getting a totem in extremely fast. Because in cart PvP, that's everything. Because if you find people who know how to double cart, then the game just gets like weird. Because double carting is, how do I say this? is placing 2 carts or placing a cart and then placing another one and then blowing it up. See, I might have just messed my inventory up. But anyways, that shows inventory management. You need to have really good inventory management to play cart. Being able to really fast get a cart in your inventory. See, I have 10 carts in my inventory in total. But being able to get a cart in your inventory really fast after blowing one up. Also, I know y'all saw how I was kind of panicking when I was in survival. That's like a big thing about instant cart. Is what I mean, but I can do instant cart, but at the same time, I just can't do instant cart. Like, I can instant cart to a certain extent. And that's what I mean, like, doing cart in Bedrock is just not worth it, bro. Like, just get into a Java server, then do cart, bro. Because, like, doing it on Bedrock is just not worth it at all. It's always just so weird. And y'all are also seeing something else that I'm doing. And that is going down in, like, in doing that. I'm not even trying to do that, by the way. It's just, like, my hands are just... I'm expecting the, like, the bow to shoot, bro. Damn. Anyways. Like, talk about a little bit more. Is, like I said, like, mastering how to instant cart is good. And also, carting on a ledge. That's, like, a really big, like, ginormous thing of cart. I want to make a separate video on expo carting. To show y'all a sneak peek at how I do expo. This is like, oh my god. I cannot do it good. So please do not expect me to be like the master at this bitch game, because I am beautifully buns. I don't understand. Show like, oh my god. This is why I do not mess with Expo, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This Expo got me tweet. Like, Expo be having me tweaking for trying to do it, bro. So this is what I'm saying. Over maybe a month or two, I'll be posting more videos, but for this, but over a month or two, I will have a video about Expo app. You know, that month or two of me just like practicing Expo. I'll also be practicing my normal cart mixed in with it. So that'll be, and I'll give y'all an update on instant cart. I can try the double cart, matter of fact. I can just try it. But it is also essential to make sure to keep Expo on you. If you know how to do it, at least, matter of fact. Like, let me rephrase that. If you know how to do Expo, it's good to use. Also, having these enchantments on your bow, you also have to use Flame on your bow to do the enchantment. Flame to do cart. If you are like completely new to cart, these are like some of the tips to do it. A tip to do cart is how's this? Like I said, when aiming up, make sure to let it go quickly. Try getting, as best as you can, the arrow to land on the rail. But I am not trying to like place the cart down. That's what you don't see my thing switching. Anyways, try to like get it to land on the rail. Landing over the rail is also good, but don't try getting it to where it's going to like do like this. That is bad because it can go over the rail. Also, holding it down. There's only a couple of times where you really need to hold it down, but holding it down will do more damage. But usually, it only takes one good cart for it to do crazy amounts of damage. Oh my god. Oh my, yo, my hands this fast? But this is essentially just for keyboard and mouse. I know some people can do it on controller. I am not the most ideal player when it comes to cart. Alright, let me think, because I I know I can get y'all more information about cart. Also, remember in cart is TNT, so getting in the water will just ruin cart PvP, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was having such like a big problem doing cart earlier because when it starts raining, I would also say, oh my god, bro. I'm actually like spit, bro. I've not done this in so long. Anyways, the other big thing is just like when it's raining, I would say like when it's raining, it's just so hard to do cart. So also with Expo, it's good to keep. It's most definitely good to keep what is it called again? It's good to keep blocks in the shulker or in your inventory for Expo. Also just in general, because remember, cart does the damage to the feet, so this will not do damage to you. As example, like see every time I turn on order from, bro. Yeah, that will not do damage to you, or it should not, or it should reduce the damage significantly. So I generally just hate snow, bro. Like I'm not gonna. And cart also has like a weird blast radius. And like crate carting is just something I would like. I avoid. Getting good at it is also essential. Being able to like crate cart. I think being able to crate cart is also just essential. Yo, was that a double cart or a triple cart, or am I tripping on? Like, anyways, learning how to crate cart is essential. Also remembering that if you're on top like this, you're kind of vulnerable for somebody to break a block, placing a rail, and doing this to you. They also have to break that block that you might understand, but also gives you the advantage to do this to them. Or something like going down a step and just doing something like that. So there's big advantages to doing cart, and there's weaknesses to doing cart. That doing cart PvP can be countered by like it can just be countered. That's all I'm trying to say. So like doing like webs are a big counter to cart, like I established earlier. But at the same time, they're also a big advantage to cart because of being able to head web. If you're able to head web, then cart becomes like your best friend, bro. Like head webbing is just like the most overpowered things, just because cart damages the feet. You do not want to do a normal web when it comes to cart. Repeat, you do not want to do a normal web like this. You want to head web. And also, like I said, guys, please subscribe. Like the video. I try my best doing these videos. I'm planning to get editing software so y'all don't have to see these clunky, unfiltered videos. So like, there's probably more to like this style, bro, but I'm just getting back into it. So please, like, envy me, bro. Like I said, I'm explaining a little bit more. Is like I'm push a bunch of dummies around. For the last thing I'll be saying before I get off of this video, practice my Expo and practice my instant carding, will be how big the radius is. Like, I would test this for myself too. How big is the radius on card? Let's say you're fighting all these people. Let's say you're doing like a 50v1, right? In the radius, there's so many people that would probably kill or pop their totem. Or even maybe just damage really bad. My fault, guys. Out of all those people, it would take out about 5 to 6 of them. So do the math. If I have 10 cars, I can take out 6 of them while they're all piled up. I can do some crazy things. Or let's count this. This is more people. And remember also the angles of cart PP. Remember, like I said, do not aim at the cart. You only want to aim at the cart when you have time to charge the bow up. But usually, like when you want to quick cart or cart really fast, you want to do something like this, or just like this. And also, like I said, take advantage of the ledges. If your friends on a ledge, take advantage. They're in a crater, take advantage. Just take advantage, bro, of cart. Like, because cart is one of the only styles in the game that can instant kill. Styles that kind of counter cart is spear mace. Elytra mace is a fast style, so you have to be like really fast to hit somebody while they have their elytra on. Sword is not really counter. That's like a really advantage to play. Like, that's just such a big disadvantage, bro. Is crystal better than cart? I don't know how to solve that question either. It really depends. There's so much variety of both the styles. But I do think crystal would maybe come out on top. Just because of, like, usually how crystal players need to, like, play just to, like, get good at this style. Like, y'all might not understand, but, like, I do crystal, so. I don't do it anymore, but, like, I do cart, but, like, I also think cart players have to go through some of the craziest things also. But I do think crystals are maybe more powerful than carts. And, like, that's like one of the biggest debates about cart is that crystal is better than cart or cart is better. Like, it doesn't really matter. That's the real question. And learning how to close cart, which is close carting, is like it's like 1 block away from you. Make sure to have totems in your restock shulker also. Guys, thank you for watching this video if you did watch it. And this is how to cart PvP. I'll edit this down maybe when I get editing material also. This is like one of the things about cart. There's probably more. There's probably another YouTuber that y'all can watch. I can explain this more. But rose petals on the floor. The girls are my... shut up, bro. As like I said, the last thing this is actually the last thing is that remember it's an explosive style, and usually if they're all compact together, which they usually will, that's how many people you can kill with it. Remember, cart is an overpowered style. If you want to use it or learn it, this is the place to go. Please subscribe to my channel and do my content. Follow me on Twitch via MCF. I'll make a TikTok account also later. I'll be posting more shorts about cart and PP overall, posting more videos, and I'll be continuing this series of how to do certain things. Bye, love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.